Hi, this is a quick tour of the DC resolution feature within NetTools. Now, the primary function of this feature is actually to test the availability and name resolution for the DCs which are in the environment. So by simply clicking Go, the test will actually go out and try and find the DCs in the environment. Now, I've only got one DC in this environment, so it's only found the one. But as part of that discovery piece, it'll actually check DNS. It'll also look into LDAP to see what functions are there. It'll also make some directory services calls to actually see which DCs are available. So from this first view, if you have multiple servers, they'll be listed here. And then it'll tell you whether actually that server was discovered in each three of those. Now, for a healthy working server, you should find in all three. The only caveat is if you actually have some restrictions around the DNS registration, so if you're restricting which service records are being registered, then you may see that the DNS entry is missing for some of those servers. But if the default configuration, you should register in DNS, so you should see all of those without any problems. So once you've actually scanned the servers and you've got the list, what you can actually now do is you can do a port scan, and this will actually just test. Blow this to full screen. You can actually test all the common ports for the DC to make sure they're open. So from a client, you can actually run this and then make sure you've got all your ports open. And if you want to, you can actually change the default ports which are actually assigned. And it's simply a case of just choosing which port, what protocol, and what number you want to do it against, and that will just add it to the list. So the other feature of this is that you can actually additional machines. So we can actually, so we clear the list, we can actually add a server here. So that can be a name or an IP address. So we'll just do 192.168.1.1, and we can add that, and we just do a port scan against there. So obviously this is my router, so it's not going to work with much of these, but we can see that it's actually testing those, and each one of those that it's unable to open the port for it, give you a red status. So obviously we're finding DNS on the router, so we can see DNS ports are working. But what we can also do as well is that if we have a list of either IP addresses or server names or even websites, you can actually do. So you can actually paste those in, and we can now do a port scan against those. Now, so as it stands, that the 192.168.1.240 is actually the same server, is the IP address of the server. So they were pretty quick. So we can see we can actually do multiple tests there. So if you want to, you can import a list of servers or devices on the network which you want to do port scans for, and if you configure the ports to be what you want them to be, and then you can actually then just do port scans across those devices. So that was a quick tour of DC resolution. Bye for now.